Okay, hello everybody and welcome to Hyogo Prefecture. And today we are in Himeji City. Of course it's famous for Himeji Castle, probably the #1 most famous castle in Japan. But today we're going to be going up that mountain right there. It is called Shosha in Japanese, or Mount Shosha. And anyway, the autumn leaves might be changing colors. It's early November. And as you can see, they have a ropeway here. We're about to get on this ropeway in just a few minutes and go all the way up to the top and explore the mountain a little bit. So anyway, when we get on the ropeway, I will start recording. I probably won't speak, but anyway, let's enjoy the cable car or the ropeway up to the top of Mount Shosha. Okay, let's go.
降りてくるロープウェイのカラーは黄色のカラー、そしてこちらは緑のカラーとなっております。後ほどお寺につきましてもご案内をさせていただきます。周りの景色もね、ご覧いただきながらお過ごしください。本日はご乗車いただき誠にありがとうございます。
やばいやばいやばいなあ。いい感じ。いい感じ。すごい。これ落ちそう。実際にこっち。いやー。声が入ってる。怖い怖い怖い。
実はロープウェイが2台今すれ違ったんですね。黄色のカラーのゴンドラ降りていきましたが、黄色のロープウェイもたくさん乗っていらっしゃいましたね。後ろが実は今日は海の景色が見えるんですが、後ほどご参道からもこの景色ご覧いただけますのでお楽しみください。そして間もなく高さ25メートルある支柱横通過です。ロープウェイの角度少し変わる場所なのでお気をつけいただきたいと思います。標高371メートル、書写山山頂にございますのが仙台州のお寺円行寺です。西国御霊場の第27番札所で、西国御霊場では一番西端に位置します。皆様にこの後お参りをいただく中心建物は本堂摩尼殿、京都清水寺と同じ舞台造りで、この摩尼殿の教所でございます。では支柱横通過ですね。ちょっと高さがね感じられる場所でもございます。摩尼殿から5分奥のところ、三つ堂がございます。大講堂、上行堂、直堂、ハリウッド映画ラストサムライや大河ドラマ軍師官兵衛、映画関ヶ原などの撮影も、そして最新は今公開されましたばかり、10月22日から日本で公開が始まりました G.I. ジョー漆黒のスネークアイズ、こちらハリウッド映画なんですけれどもね、この撮影が円行寺で撮影されました作品の一番最新作というふうになりますね。ロープウェイですが通常15分ごとの出発です。0、15、30、45、通常は15分ごとの出発となります。ここから本堂摩尼殿までおよそ1キロ先です。徒歩で。
Okay, so we took the ropeway up to the top, and then actually we had to pay an entrance fee to actually come into the temple grounds. This is Engyoji. Yeah, so this is Engyoji Temple, and you can either take the bus or walk. We decided to walk. It is a pretty steep hike up a dirt road. Anyway, it just opened up here into this really beautiful view. You can see Himeji City down below, all the way to the Seto Inland Sea there in the distance. And I'm not sure what that island is, but you can see just across the water over there. So anyway, we're going to go into the temple grounds. It says about a 10-15 minute walk from the entrance. So we're going to keep walking, and I'll see you later. Huh? Okay, I'm sorry, that's Awaji Island right there in the distance. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here it is. This is called Niomon Gate, and this is the main entrance into the temple right here. So it was it was probably about a 10-minute walk up a pretty steep hill, and we had that really nice view. There were some really beautiful autumn leaves, and then here it is. We are at the entrance of the main temple area. So anyway, we're gonna go in. I think it's still another 10 or 15 minutes before we get to the next main building. So anyway, let's continue walking. See you later. All right, so we just walked a little bit more up the hill, and we are now at Maniden, which is the main hall here at Engyoji. And you can see it's a really beautiful building here, built on stilts on the side of this mountain here. So really, really nice. And there's the sign, and you can hear a lot of noise. They're having a monkey show over here, so anyway, it's really kind of disturbing the peace, but anyway, getting a lot of attention. This is it, Maniden, and we're gonna go up these stairs, and I guess we'll walk around the temple and maybe get some really nice views. You can also see the autumn leaves starting to change colors there. So looks like they have a little souvenir shop here. Maybe you can get some snacks. And yeah, really beautiful autumn leaves. All right, so let's go up and check it out. Let's go. Okay, we are now at the top of the temple, and we have caught it at a really good time. There's nobody here out on the deck, and here is the view down below. And of course the autumn leaves. And there it is. People are back. So luckily the monkey show is finished, and now it's quiet again. And so I'm not sure if we can film inside, but you can see they are burning the incense and waving it on themselves. It is a really, really strong smell of incense here, which is really, really nice and atmospheric. I can't film. So yeah, some more views of the autumn leaves changing here. So once the monkey show was finished, it got really peaceful again. Here's something interesting: is the flag of Tibet here. So maybe there's a connection with Tibetan Buddhism here, which is really rare in Japan. It's impossible to get a shot with nobody in it, so. Okay, so there you go. That's a view inside the temple without being too intrusive on other people's privacy. And of course, it is a holy spot. So anyway, I think that kind of gives you an idea of what it's like here. So anyway, again, this is Maniden, the main hall here at Engyoji. Okay, see you later. Okay, and welcome to the next section here. And this area is called Mitsunodo. And that would mean kind of 3 halls, 3 buildings. And you can see here, it's kind of like a plaza. And so let's look around here. So this building here on the right is Daikodo. And Daikodo is the main hall here. So you can see, really nice building here. And then just over here, straight ahead, this is the Jikido, which is a lodging and dining hall, and it now exhibits the temple treasures here inside the Jikido. And then finally over here on this side, this is the Jogyodo, which is like a gymnasium or a sports building here. So this is kind of one of the main areas here at Engyoji. And this is probably one of the most famous places, especially for Western people, because this is where the movie The Last Samurai was filmed. So it was filmed right here in this area, inside these buildings and around just outside these buildings. So you might recognize this if you've seen the movie The Last Samurai, because it was filmed right here. And also here in Japan, a lot of TV dramas and historical movies have been filmed here. Just because it's so remote and away from the big cities, it feels like it's just frozen in time here on this mountain. Nothing but just really old historic buildings. And of course the autumn leaves add to the atmosphere here as well. So again, this is called Mitsunodo, the 3 halls. And yeah, so we're going to look around and explore these a little bit here. So anyway, let's walk around and check it out. Okay, so this is the top of the Jikido. The Jikido. And it was a lodging and dining hall. And now it has the treasures here of the temple and some of the artifacts and other things. So this is just a view of the plaza, from a different angle. And of course you can see the autumn leaves here as well, just right over there. And the Daikodo here. And over there was the Gyo Do or something like that. So anyway, that's the gymnasium. But anyway, yeah, I talked about this is where the Last Samurai was filmed, and also another movie that was recently filmed here is G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe is also filmed here as well. So a very popular spot for filming TV and movies. So anyway, let's keep walking around, and I'll see you later. Okay, so we are in a very, very peaceful area of the mountain and here in the temple grounds. This area is called Okunoin, which is kind of the innermost part of the temple, and probably the most isolated, hardest to get to. And I guess you could say it's kind of the holiest of the holies, I guess. So anyway, let's check it out. It's just a really kind of a small area here, but you can hear the birds chirping, and that's about it. It's kind of interesting. You see these torii gates, so I guess it's all mixed between Shinto and Buddhism. And right here, this is the Kaizando, which is where the founder of this temple is enshrined. So there's another building. Yeah, Kaizando, the temple at which Shoku Shonin, the founder of this temple, is enshrined. So, yeah. I'm not going to go all the way in, but just to give you a quick peek. Inside, you can see what it looks like. And there's the view. So really peaceful area, a few people coming and going. But other than that, very nice and nice atmosphere here. So anyway, let's continue walking around and we'll see you later. Okay, so we just followed the trail a little bit more past the Okunoin. And actually we're headed over toward a observation deck. But we are in an area right now where there's nobody. And look at this. Really, really beautiful autumn leaves. Wow. Wow, the different colors of green and yellow, red. Really, really nice. Okay, here come some people, of course. But yeah, and the leaves falling down to the ground. There it is. The autumn leaves at Mount Shosha. Very, very nice. All right, let's keep walking. We're going over toward the observation deck. So hopefully we can get a really nice view. Okay, see ya. All right, so now we are at the observation deck here, and we can see over the Seto Inland Sea, and it's kind of hazy, so it's really hard to see a really, really beautiful view. But on the left-hand side over there should be Awaji Island, and then of course that water is the Seto Inland Sea, and just straight ahead in the distance would be the island of Shikoku. And then on the right side in the distance would be Shoroshima. So those are probably the main islands that you can see from this observation deck. So here is the map here to show you what you can see. Right there on the far left is Awaji Island. And then, yeah, right there is Shikoku in the center of the screen. And then over to the right, the second from the right is Shoroshima. So there it is. That is the view that we have right now today. But probably if you come back another time, you might have a better view and be able to see the islands more clearly. But there it is. That's the view from Mount Shosha. So anyway, let's continue on. I'll see you later. Okay, so we have started the return back to the ropeway, and just want to show you what it looks like. Of course, you can see here some really beautiful autumn leaves, and just to show you what it looks like to walk along this trail. And as you can see, it's kind of like a dirt road, and lots of really big cedar trees. And right now it's really peaceful. There's nobody around, so I figured, why not? Let's just go for a walk and enjoy this peaceful area. Yeah, it sounds like the monkey show is going on again. We really, really dislike that. To ruin such a peaceful place with a monkey show. Okay, so just wanted to give you a quick feel for what it's like to walk here on these trails. You can see the slopes are a little steep. They're not really dangerous, but yeah, it's probably best to take it slow. We've seen some people with a hiking stick to kind of help them get up the hills. But yeah, it looks like people of all ages can come here and get around. So just be prepared to take your shoes on and off when you go inside some of these buildings. Other than that, it's pretty easy to get around. So anyway, that's all for now. Let's keep going. Okay, so we made it back down the mountain. We took the ropeway back, and you can see they're getting ready to close. They close everything here at 5 o'clock. The last ropeway coming back down would be at 5 o'clock. So if you miss it, you're kind of stuck at the top of the mountain until the next morning. So be sure to catch that last ropeway. We got the one at 4:15, I think. So, and they got toilets here. In a kind of like a rest area thing, so you can do whatever you need to do before you get in your car and go back home. So anyway, you can see we got some beautiful autumn leaves here, and this is where we're going to wrap up our video today. So do you have anything to say?
書写山圓教寺に来ました。ロープウェイは、結構人で混んでるかなと思いましたけど、中に境内に入ると境内が広くて全然人が気にならなかったね。すごい紅葉も綺麗で楽しめました。よかったら来てみてください。
Yeah, so just like she said, it was kind of crowded on the ropeway, and we were afraid it was going to be like that when we got up to the top of the mountain. But once we got up there, there's plenty of room for everybody to spread out, and it actually wasn't that crowded. Yeah, so
peaceful place.
It was very peaceful. Once we got past the monkey show, everything else was really nice. So, and this is a great time to come here in the beginning of November to see the autumn leaves. And the lady said they also it's really beautiful here in May when everything turns green again. So anyway, that's it. Mount Shosha. Here in Himeji City, there's more to do than just the castle in Himeji. Come up here and check it out, and who knows, you might see Tom Cruise or G.I. Joe or something like that special connected to a Hollywood movie. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, click like down below, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.